Hello and welcome to Redruth on the Cornish Main Line and this edition of Tadpole's Trains and Stations. Redruth Station serves the town of Redruth in West Cornwall and is situated between Truro and Camborne, 62 miles west of Plymouth on the Cornish Main Line. Redruth Station straddles the Cornish Main Line and has two platforms. Platform 1 serves westbound trains serving stations at Camborne, St Erth and Penzance. Platform 2 serves trains heading eastwards towards Truro, Plymouth, Exeter St David's, London Paddington and Bristol Temple Meads. The main offices are on Platform 2. Facilities at Redruth Station include a well-frequented station cafe, waiting rooms, toilets and a ticket office, although this did not appear to be open at all times whilst I was there. There is a ticket machine available outside. The 1884 built footbridge allows passengers to access Platform 1 and there is a step-free access to this platform from an approach road on that side of the line. Buses call at the main entrance to Platform 1, serving a number of destinations including Helston. There are car parks on either side of the tracks which are situated in the former goods yard. For a more detailed look around Redruth Station, please watch my accompanying video, A Tour of Redruth Station. Links in the description and at the end of this one. The Great Western Railway TOC manages the station and operates most of the trains, with a small number of services being provided by Cross Country. All Great Western Railway trains on the Cornish Main Line between Penzance and Plymouth stop here and provide services to and from London Paddington, Bristol Temple Meads, Cardiff Central and a single train per day to Gloucester. These provide 2 trains per hour in each direction. The GWR Night Riviera overnight sleeping car service to and from London Paddington also stops here. A limited number of cross-country trains provide a service between Aberdeen and Edinburgh through to Penzance. The current station at Redruth is not the first that the town has possessed. In May 1838, the Hale Railway opened a facility on the west side of Redruth on the single-track line it used to move goods between the local mines and harbours. Passenger services were provided from May 1843, with around 200 people travelling on the first train between Redruth and Hale. 3 years later, in 1846, the West Cornwall Railway was authorised by an Act of Parliament to take over the Hale Railway, which it did on the 3rd of November 1846. It immediately set about rebuilding the railway and extending its line westwards to Penzance and eastwards to Truro. An Isambard Kingdom Brunel designed timber viaduct was built above the streets of Redruth and the current station was opened at the east end of this on the 11th of March 1852, with the original Hale railway station becoming a goods shed. Goods yards were provided on either side of the track at the new station. The following August, the line was continued through a short tunnel at the east end of Redruth Station to a temporary station at Truro Higher Town and was completed to a station at Newham Wharf in Truro in 1855. The present-day station at Truro was reached in 1859, but through trains over the Cornwall Railway could not start until 1867 due to the 2 railways being built at different gauges. The original timber viaduct was replaced in 1888 by a masonry structure by P.J. Marjorie for the Great Western Railway, and the design allowed double tracks to be laid. The second track came into use west over the viaduct in February 1894 and was extended eastwards towards Truro in 1911. In 1912, a new goods depot for Redruth was opened at Drump Lane, east of the tunnel, to replace the old one. The main station buildings were replaced by the Great Western Railway in the 1930s, but the old wooden shelter survived on the western platform, as well as the footbridge, which had been erected in 1888. Since the 1960s, Redruth has lost the Drump Lane goods depot and both of its station goods yard. Like so many other station goods sidings, these are now used as busy station car parks. And now, the trains. First up we see GWR Class 800, 800 005, leaving Redruth with the 0535 Bristol Temple Meads to Penzance service. Next we see a GWR Class 43 Castle set entering the station with 43042 and 43186 in charge. This is the 0722 Exeter St David's to Penzance service. Here we can see a GWR Class 1589 Express Sprinter 158951 leaving with the 0950 Penzance to Plymouth service. Next we can see a GWR Class 800 Intercity Express 800-310 approaching from Penzance with the 1015 Penzance to London Paddington service. Wait for it. Next up, another GWR Class 800 Intercity Express, this time 800-014, arriving with the 0639 Bristol Meads to Penzance. Next we see GWR Class 802 units 802009 and 802020 arriving at Redruth with the 0736 Bristol Meads to Penzance working. Arriving across the viaduct, we can see GWR Class 800 Intercity Express 800 005 on a return working. This is the 1050 Penzance to Cardiff Central. Another return working with 43186 and 43042 approaching Redruth across the viaduct with the 1113 Penzance to Plymouth. Next up we see another GWR Class 43 Castle set, this time with 43098 and 43092 in charge. This is the 1015 Plymouth to Penzance service. Our penultimate working of this episode has GWR Class 800 Intercity Express 800-009 arriving at Redruth with the 0755 Bristol Temple Meads to Penzance working. The final working of this episode, and my steed home, is GWR Class 800 800-014 arriving with the 1150 Penzance to Plymouth working. Well, that's it for this edition of Tadpoles, Trains and Stations at Redruth. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.